Total whiteout. Darn these blizzards, or there aren't going to be any pizza deliveries tonight. I might as well reheat the wings I have in the fridge. That's probably the upstairs neighbor. Maybe their heat went out again. You look like Mark Twain.
It's because I am Mark Twain. And it's colder than February in Buffalo out there. I couldn't see past the tip of my nose. Such a snowstorm. I thought I'd catch my death out there. May I come in?
Yes, you may, Mr. Twain. Glad to meet you. My name's Sam. Just back here.
Oh,
feed in. Yeah, we'll come in and we'll keep you warm.
Pleased to
Come
make
on
your
in and
acquaintance.
sit down.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you.
Here's your blanket.
Thank you. Well, thank you for taking me in and sharing some warmth, and for this curious blanket. Well, I suppose you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Well, what else can you tell me there about your travels here, Mr. Twain?
Well, I was taking a brisk walk, admiring some beautiful tree-lined streets when I tripped on a preposterously large crack on a sidewalk and took a crushing blow to the head. I come to, and next thing I know, I'm in a blizzard such that I can't see my hand in front of my face, so I go to the nearest house, knock on the nearest door, yours, and here I am. Thank you for letting me in. Thank you. You might have saved my life. But now I am not where I was. A cozy place you've got here looks futuristic. Where am I? What year is this?
Well, Mr. Twain, you're in Buffalo, New York, off Grand Street. The year is 2023.
Jumping cats! I must have time traveled, just like the character in my book. A Yankee in King Arthur's court. I suppose you think I'm crazy and have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, I do. I'm an English major at the University of Buffalo. I read that book as an undergraduate. The character time traveled after receiving a crushing blow to the head.
Yes, and last I recall, I was in Hartford, Connecticut, and I just whacked my head on one of the hardest things around, a sidewalk, and in doing so, I time traveled to Buffalo.
Wow.
I have arrived in another era, just like in my book. Well, I'll be darned. I wrote it. Now I'm living it. And I'm back in Buffalo, where I resided from 1869 to 1871.
What brought you to Buffalo?
The second time, a crack to the head.
No, the first time.
Writing, love, and family. I brought my wife Olivia, known as Livy, here to Buffalo after we married in Elmira. Her father bought us a house on 472 Delaware Avenue. Not far from here. The memories are flowing back like the water in the Buffalo River. I was in love with writing and with Livy. I married the daughter of the publisher of the Buffalo Morning Express. I was co-owner and co-editor in 1870. We lived in Buffalo with my father. Well, in the house that my father-in-law bought us. It was his wedding gift to us. I fell in love with writing, and then with her, and then with this city too, shortly after moving here. I was in love and loved it here. Steady job creating commotion as a newspaper writer, happy marriage, first child, great in-laws, big house. I had a life of purpose and deep love. What do you love about Buffalo, Sam?
Great people, honest work, good schools, affordability, cozy place to live, city of good neighbors, great weather, at least 2 months out of the year.
I came to Buffalo as a journalist. When I left, I was an author, a novelist. My literary career started when I was in Buffalo. I have such fine memories of this place. A crack on the head brings me back. How do you like that?
As an aspiring man of letters myself, it's an honor to have you here in my living room. Being here with you is like fiction, but it's true. Well, make yourself comfortable. Look, we're stuck here. There's a driving ban. We can't go anywhere anyway, and we'll be lucky if the lights just stay on. We'll have to entertain ourselves and share in the wonderment until the storm dies down.
Well, keep me warm, safe and amused. I'll be okay, regardless of what century I'm in.
I'm still amazed that it's you here. I hope to be a successful writer myself one day. I'm focusing on American literature at UB. My classmates and I study your writing.
Well, I'm flattered. It's nice they study my writing. I don't even study my writing. I have better things to do.
Well, you still writing in Hartford?
No one told me to stop.
I'm glad you didn't. You're one of America's most beloved authors.
That is America's problem. I travel all over the country. You know, I wrote a lot about the Mississippi River. Is the Erie Canal still around? I remember singing songs about it as a child.
Yeah, so do I. Low bridge, everybody down.
Low bridge, 'cause we're coming to a town.
And you'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal, if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Low bridge, everybody down.
Low bridge, 'cause we're coming to a town.
And you'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal, if you ever navigated on the Erie Canal. Well, after meeting you and even singing with you, I have stories to tell my English professors they'll never believe. By the way, would you like a beer? You do drink, don't you?
Do I drink? Do I drink? Is there water at the bottom of the Mississippi River? Does America have the best politicians money can buy?
How about a Jenny?
A Jenny. You've got a woman in here?
No. A Jenny is a nickname for Genesee, a local brand of beer. And my angel of a girlfriend isn't here now. She's in Florida visiting some relatives. Her timing was great. She left just before the storm. I'll get the beer.
So, you're studying literature at a university. That alone should make me suspicious of you, my friend, but that also means we'll have quite a bit to talk about. I've always been curious about this literature stuff myself, and by the way, thanks again for taking me in and being so kind to a stranger. Time travel, you know, parches a man. to time travel.
Time travel. But you're no stranger, Mr. Twain. I've read your short stories since I was a child, and I've read your books and biographies too. I feel I know you. You're a writer, and I'm a reader and a serious student on the way to becoming an author. I feel like we're kin. Even though we just met, you're no stranger, Mr. Twain. Words in black ink on white paper can reveal a lot about a man. What year did you say you're traveling from?
1889, and I can prove it. Here's a freshly printed edition, first edition of my new novel, A Yankee in King Arthur's Court.
Wow. This book of first edition would be worth a fortune, even more if you autographed it. Are you hungry? We have some leftover chicken wings for dinner. I'll reheat them in the microwave.
Microwave. A tiny little wave heats up food.
Well, they're invisible waves that transmit energy. It's also invisible waves that carry words and images to our phones. There's a lot I'd have to explain to you about the 21st century. Are you familiar with chicken wings?
Chicken wings. Even though I'm from the past, we had chickens back then. Of course, I'm familiar with chicken wings. They help chickens fly, sort of.
Are you familiar with buffalo wings?
Buffaloes don't have wings now, do they? I believe in evolution, but flying buffaloes.
No, buffaloes don't have wings.
Chicken wings. What happened to the breasts and to the thighs?
The wings are the best part. They cook quicker and they're bite size. Perfect when served with hot sauce and blue cheese. The buffalo-style chicken wing was invented at the Anchor Bar shortly after midnight during the Lenten season. A lot of Buffalo was Catholic, and so were the kitchen staff, so they couldn't have meat until it was after midnight and Friday was over. Bless the church for helping to inspire chicken wings.
I'll be. Catholics are responsible for popes, confession, whacking students on the left hand with the ruler, immaculate conceptions, and the chicken wing. What an amazing faith.
Have some blue cheese.
Blue cheese. It looks like the cheese has gone bad, Sam.
Well, it has. Well, not really. There's your daily requirement of grease, salt, and fat, all in one bite.
They're tasty. I can see why these little wings are big in Buffalo. This is an intriguing blanket. I really wouldn't want to get any blue cheese on it.
That's a football blanket.
A football?
Yeah, let me explain about that blanket you're wearing. Yeah, there are only a handful of college games being played the time you were in Buffalo. In the 20th century, football became professionalized, and the Bills joined the league in 1960. Our city is crazy about them. Our fans are called the Bills Mafia. It's another name for the Bills family. The family buys tons of blankets, jerseys, lawn signs, beer glasses, and hats. The red, white, and blue can be seen everywhere around here.
Red, white, and blue. That's a familiar color scheme.
Yeah, Americans' color scheme. We're proud of our team colors and our team. You see, Buffalo Bills fans are, well, fanatic. Tens of thousands of fans gather in the parking lots before the game, start drinking, and to get fired up, some of them stand on top of a car and leap on the table, smashing them in half.
Smashing the table in half or themselves in half?
If they do it right, only the table gets injured. Sometimes they even start the tables on fire first.
Fire? Well, you did say they do it to get fired up. Drunken family leaping on flaming tables sounds barbaric. Well, if that's a behavior, I would not like to be invited to their family dinner.
It's just some people's way of having fun. We take a deep pride in our city and our team. We have some of the most enthusiastic pro football fans in Buffalo. Now let me explain the game. The old pigskin. Hundreds of years ago in Europe, a crude form of football was played with an inflated pig's bladder. True. Now it's played with a specially designed cowhide ball.
I bet the pigs are grateful for that when they played with the pig's bladder. I assume it was post-mortem.
Yes, absolutely. The game was revolutionized when they redesigned the ball to be pointy on both ends. Easier to throw.
Ah, yes. Ingenious. Easier than throwing a pig's bladder, I presume. And easier than throwing a live pig. Pointy ends. I declare this ball to be one of the world's greatest inventions.
Yeah, come on, get off the couch. I'll show you the basics. What I want you to do is stand right here, and I'm going to call out some numbers and some words. And I'll be saying hut, hut, hike, and then you run to the edge of the couch, and then you'll catch the ball, okay?
Hold on. Let me get this straight. Hut, hut, like little house, hike, like take a walk in the woods. So, hut, hut, hike. Little house, go take a walk. What kind of gibberish is that?
It's just numbers or nonsense words to tell our team what will be going on next. Don't worry too much about it. Look, when you hear hike, just run to the end of the couch, turn around, and catch the ball, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll play along.
4, 11, 12, 716, hut, hut, hike! Touchdown. That's it. You've scored. You've crossed the imaginary goal line. You scored a touchdown. What you got to do now is spike the ball.
Spike the ball. Spike like with a railroad spike? Not pour whiskey in it.
No. You throw the ball on the ground as hard as you can, then you jump into the stands and get mobbed by the fans.
Mobbed by the stands. Chucking the ball into the terra firma. Are those fans the same ones that leap on tables of flaming in a parking lot? Some of you 21st century people are nuttier than a 3-pound fruitcake. When you say the player's a professional, that means they get paid to talk gibberish, run amok on some glorified front lawn surrounded by seats full of dangerous people, just trying to catch some pointed thing made of some smelly old pig skin. Don't you people of the future have something better to do? That's it. I want to go back to 1889 right now. Your Buffalo team and its sports fans are scaring me.
Take it easy, Mr. Twain. That's just a bit of the crazy side of modern life. I'll find something more intellectual for you to enjoy. Have some more wings and beer, and in a moment I will show you something that I think will astound you. I'm about to show you the digital version of your book, A Yankee in King Arthur's Court. I have it on my Kindle.
Did you say digital? Digital? Kindle, do you have a fireplace in here?
No, let me explain. In 1895, 4 years ago, your lifetime, there were movies, moving pictures made of light. Now we have books made of light. They're called tablets.
Tablets. Moses had some tablets. They helped him make quite a name for himself. 10 commandments. But 5 commandments would have been twice as easy to obey.
Tablets can offer you an almost infinite number of books. Here, hold it, but not until you get the grease off your hands from the chicken wings. I am proud to present to you the 21st century version of your latest novel.
Whoa, so I don't have to read by the light. The book is the light. I have seen the light. Here's the part of my book where I get hit in the head, which allows me to time travel. At last, I met my match, and I got my dose. It was during a misunderstanding conducted with crowbars with the fellow we used to call Hercules. He laid me out with the crusher alongside the head that made everything crack and seemed to spring every joint in my skull and made it overlap its neighbor. Then the world went into darkness. That's what it felt like when my head hit the sidewalk before I time traveled here. Amazing. There's my writing in a collection of endless books and a portable library in my hand. That is such a wonderful thing, I could cry.
21st century life isn't all bad.
Oh, okay, I give up. How do I turn the page on this book of light?
Well, you don't turn the pages, you don't flip them, you just scroll.
Scroll. I miss turning the pages. I miss licking my fingers to help turn the page. I miss the front and the back cover. This is an amazing invention, but this device even makes me miss the smell. Especially from old books.
I like the feel and smell of old books too, especially old ones. Books are fading out of our lives these days. They're slowly becoming antiques.
Tablets, they're amazing, and the thought of losing books is just frightening.
Newspapers are going out of business too. There's still a lot of writing out there, but many people are too busy looking at their screens to read something that's made of something as old-fashioned as paper. And we have something called YouTube where we can show videos like little movies, and people all around the world can see them. Have some more wings and blue cheese and beer. I need to find something else on my tablet. Okay, take a look. Here's a video replay of Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen throwing a touchdown to Stephon Diggs. Yeah,
Yes.
touchdown!
Yes.
See, he caught a touchdown just like you did.
Man sakes, does that guy have a strong arm, or is that a cannon on his shoulder? And white players sharing the field with black players.
There's Hispanic players and some female officials too. Diversity on the football field, on the baseball diamond, in the classrooms. 21st century America, diversity is one of our strengths.
We had football in my day, just some college teams, not as exciting as this. And I read about movies. They were black and white in a room on a big screen. Now they're in color in your home, and they fit in your hand. And you press a few buttons, and we get to see the great elder Josh in action.
That's Josh Allen. We can relive his greatest moments, well, some of our city's greatest moments, almost instantly. And if enough people watch these YouTube videos, the person who made the video gets paid. The more viewers, the more income. Some people get really, really rich from these little movies.
A fortune from miniature movies. Amazing modern technology. Thank you for sharing. But it looks like you've got an antique paper book here. Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut.
Yeah, what a great writer. He wrote novels, short stories, and essays just like you did. And he was a humorist and he lectured like you did too. Some say that Kurt Vonnegut is the Mark Twain of the 21st century.
If that's so, I feel sorry for the fella. Regardless, I'd like to meet him.
I'm afraid you can't. He passed away years ago.
So did I. But that doesn't mean I can't have more beer and blue cheese. Well, if your technology is so far ahead that a library can fit into a tablet and a small box in your hand can encompass an infinite amount of entertainment, information, then your leaders, you people must be so forward-thinking, so evolved that you must have eradicated war, racism, poverty by now.
War, racism, and poverty. I'm afraid that sounds a lot like today's front page. Man evolved from apes, and these days some of them act if they were trying to reverse the process.
So you're saying that there are men who act more like monkeys and monkeys that act more civilized than men? Sounds like my day. Much has changed. Maybe some men and some monkeys in the zoo should change places.
Good idea, yeah. A zoo for man. And we could charge monkeys admission.
You would have thought that the Creator had figured out mankind by now.
Well, he's trying, but we keep getting in the way.
I'm enjoying your company, and it's nice to revisit Buffalo, but I miss my home and my wife. How could I go back? Well, I suppose another blow to the head could do it. Maybe I could go outside and slam my head against a tree. It's such a blizzard out though, I couldn't even see the tree. Well, the beer really is going to my head and I'm feeling homesick. I'm stuck in time. I'm stuck in a literary device from one of my own novels. I wish I could write my way back home.
I wish you could too. I'm afraid you can't stay here. My girlfriend wouldn't approve.
I understand, three's a crowd. I don't want to stay here. Time to go back. I want to continue my writing career in the 19th century.
That's a good thing. As the beer is going to my head, I'm thinking you'd never make it as a 21st century writer. Maybe your books weren't so great. They're not as timeless as you think. If they were, more of them would have been made into movies. Have you had anything on Amazon Prime or Disney lately? Or Netflix or Hulu?
You're talking gibberish again. My work was meant to be read from a book. And I'm eating a lot of this blue cheese and you're not. And I'm starting to grow very distrustful of you. Looks like the cheese has gone bad. Well, not really. That's not very reassuring. You're getting me drunk. Yes, I might be a little swazzled. But I think I'm beginning to see through your conniving scheme. You want to make little moving images of me and get rich from them. No one tries to con me. You wouldn't even give me a share.
How dare you think I'd even do such a thing? After I've let you in, warmed you, and fed you, and you don't trust me? After all I've done for you, I'm kind of insulted.
You can be kind of flattened on top of that. No one tries to con me. Put up your dukes.
Wow, I must have been drinking. I must have fallen and hit my head. Crazy dream. Looking at my tablet, playing football, drinking beer, and eating chicken wings with Mark Twain. Strangest dream I ever had. And the most wonderful. It was just a dream. But I was drinking beer and eating chicken wings and there's the football blanket and everything. So it wasn't all a dream. And you'll always know your neighbor, you'll always know your pal if you ever navigated on the... Thank you. Nick Cosgrove at his first professional theater as Mark Twain. I'm Jamie Cabela. This is my first play and my first direction and my first production. Where'd the video camera go?
Right here.
I got it.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool, because I want to see if we can put that online. So thank you very much, and we've got a couple of other things here. Behind here. Whew. Yeah.
That mustache was fighting.
Yeah, oh, I noticed that. We have our thank yous
Aww.
here, like movie credits, and we also have Venmo. Thanks to Chuck for helping me set this up. So we have Venmo, and we also do have an old-fashioned chip jar right there. If you want to maybe take it and start passing it around, we really appreciate it. I spent about 2 years writing this. I did some work during COVID, and then this is about the third draft, and this is the fifth production, and it is part of Infringement Buffalo. And we thank you so much for being here.